Hi friends, welcome to another video lecture of this present module. We shall solve few problems based upon the discussions that we had in the previous video. And the first problem is determine whether or not each of the following forms a basis. So x1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, x2 is equal to 3, comma, minus 5, comma 6 in R cube. R cube means number of elements in x1 and x2. What is the number of elements in x1? 3. What is the number of elements in x2? 3. So that's why it is R cubed. Now, basis in R cubed must contain exactly 3 elements. So therefore, x1 and x2 does not form a basis in R cubed. Right? So that's the solution. Now, next problem, determine whether or not each of the following forms a basis. x1 is equal to 1 to 9, x2 is equal to 2, comma, minus 3, comma 4, x3 is equal to 137, x4 is equal to 248 in R cubed. So again, basis in R cubed must exactly contain 3 elements. But x1, x2, x3 and x4 due to this reason do not form a basis in R cubed. But it does form a basis in other combinations, but not in R cubed. Next, determine whether or not each of the following forms a basis. x1 is equal to 221, x2 is equal to 137, x3 is equal to 122 in R cubed. Okay, so 3 vectors in R cubed form a basis if they are only linear independent. So let us check out. Give x into x1 plus y into x2 plus z into x3 is equal to 0. Let me write it. I should write x into x1 plus y into x2 plus x into x3 is equal to 0. Now substitute x1 is equal to 2 to 1. Substitute x2 is equal to 137, x3 is equal to 122 in this expression. So x1, x2 and x3 consists of 3 elements, triad elements, TRIAD. Triad means group of 3. Triad D. So this is nothing but, since this consists of 3 elements, so this has 0, comma 0, comma 0. Now substituting and forming the pairs for individual terms. So I get 2x plus 1y plus 1z is equal to 0. Next, 2x plus 3y plus 2z is equal to 0. Next, x into 1x plus y into 7y plus z into 2z is equal to 0. So I've got a linear system of equations with 3 variables, namely x, y, and z respectively. So this is of the form A, x is equal to 0. A consists of the coefficients of x, y, and z. Putting that in matrix form, I have A is equal to 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 7, 2. Now let me perform elementary row transformations, linear transformations. Let me exchange the first and the third rows. So if I do so, the third row here would become the first row here would become the third row. So after doing that, I have A is given by 172, 232, 211. Now perform the transformation R2 minus 2 R1 and R3 minus 2 R1. So I get 2 minus 2 into 1, which is equal to 0, 3 minus 2 into 7, which is equal to minus 11. Then 2 minus 2 into 2, the 2 minus 4, which is equal to minus 2. First row will remain as it is. Second row is getting changed. Now apply R3 minus 2 R1. I get 0 minus, I get 2 minus 2 into 1, again 0. 1 minus 2 into 7, 1 minus 14, minus 3, minus 13 I get. Then 1 minus 2 into 2, 1 minus 4, which is equal to minus 3. Now, multiply R2 by minus 1, multiply R3 by minus 1. So I get A represented as 172, 011, 2, and 013, 3. Now perform R3 minus R2. So I get 172, 0, 11, 2. Now R3 gets changed. So 0 minus 0, 0, 13 minus 11 is 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1. So that's what I get here. Now divide R3 by 2, or multiply R3 by 2. So I get 0 by 2 is 0, 2 by 2 is 1. Sorry, I get 0 by 2 is 0. Yeah, that's correct. 2 by 2, I get 1. 1 by 2, I get 1 by 2 here. Now exchange the second and the third row. So I get 172, 0, 1 half, 0, 11, 2. Now perform R3 minus 11 R2. So I get 172, 0, 1, 1 by 2. Now R3 minus 11 R2 means 0 minus 11 into 0, 0. 11 minus 11 into 1, 11 minus 11, 0. Next. 2 minus 11 into 1 by 2. 2 minus 11 into 1 by 2. So 2 minus 11 by 2. So I get minus 7 by 2. So if I take the determinant of this, I would get a non-zero determinant. You can check out by taking the determinant value by calculating it. So rank of A is equal to 3. So that's why there are 3 unknowns. So that's why it has a unique solution and a definite solution, which are given by x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, and z is equal to 0. So that's why we inform that x1, x2, x3 are linearly independent, and hence definitely they form a basis. Now we shall solve some problems on dimensions and subspaces. Let W be the subspace of R to the power of 5, spanned by x1 is equal to 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 4, x2 is equal to 2, 4, minus 2, 6, 8, x3 is equal to 1, 3, 2, 2, 6, x4 is equal to 1, 4, 5, 1, 8, x5 is equal to 2, 7, 3, 3, 9. Find a subset of vectors which forms the basis of W. So write down the matrix of A. So write down x1, x2, x3, x4, and x5 in terms of the matrix elements, in terms of a 5 cross 5, in terms of a matrix. It's a 5 cross 5 matrix. So x1 elements form the first row of A, x2 elements form the second row elements of A, the x3 elements form the third row of A, x4 elements form the fourth row of A, fifth row elements of the x5 elements form the fifth row of A, right, as it is copied directly. Now apply linear transformations. Let me apply R2 minus 2R1, R3 minus R1, R4 minus R1, and R5 minus 2R1. So by performing the requisite operations using calculator, I get A being represented as 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, then 0, 1, 3, minus 1, 2, 0, 2, 6, minus 2, 4, 0, 3, 5, minus 3, 1. I hope you know to do the transformations correctly. Use your calculator if you want, or do it manually. It's just subtraction and multiplication. Now let me perform R4 minus 2R3 to this matrix, and also perform R5 minus 3R3 to this matrix. So I get 1, 2, minus 1, 3, 4, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, next 0, 1, 3, minus 1, 2. Now after performing R4 minus 2R3, so I get 0 minus 2 into 3, so 0, then 2 minus 2 into 1, so I get 0 here. 6 minus 2 into 3, so I get 6 minus 6, which is equal to 0, minus 2 minus 2 into minus 1, so I get 0. 4 minus 2 into 2, I get 0. Next, R5 minus 3R3. So 0 minus 3 into 0 is 0. 3 minus 3 into 1 is 0. That's how I get. 5 minus 3 into 3. 5 minus 9 is minus 4. Similarly, minus 3 minus 1 into minus 3. I get minus 1 minus 3 plus 3, which I get it as 0. Next, 1 minus 3 into 2, I get minus 5. Then the number of non-zero rows are 3. So I have got 2 of the second row and the fourth rows are full of zeros. So the number of non-zero rows are only 3. So first, third, and the fifth one. So that's why the dimension of W is equal to 3, and hence x1, x3, and x5 form a basis in W. Next, coming to the last video of this problem of this video. So V is a vector space in of polynomials over capital R. Find the basis and dimensions of the subspace W of V spanned by the polynomials. X1 is equal to t cubed minus 2t squared plus 4t plus 1. X2 is equal to 2t cubed minus 3t squared plus 9t minus 1. X3 is equal to t cubed plus 6t minus 5. X4 is equal to 2t cubed minus 5t squared plus 7t plus 5. So I have A is equal to 1 minus 2 for 1. B is equal to 2 minus 3, 9 minus 1. 1, 0, sorry, 1, yeah, 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 0, 6 minus 5. Then 2 minus 5, 7, 5. So what I have done, write the elements of x1 as the first row elements of A. Write the elements of x2, that is, write the coefficients of x2 as the second row of A. Write the x3 elements as the third row of A. Write the x4 elements as the fourth row of A. That's all. That's what I have copied here. 2 minus 5, 7, 5. If you see the fourth row for illustration. Now apply the elementary transformations. I shall apply R2 minus 2R1, R3 minus R1, and R4 minus 2R1. So first row remains as it is, 1 minus 2 for 1. Now apply R2 minus 2R1. So 2 minus 2 into 1, I get 0. Minus 3 minus 2 into minus 2. So I get minus 3 plus 2, 1. Next, 9 minus 2 into 4, I get 1. Minus 1 minus 2 into 1, so minus 3 I get. Next, R3 minus R1 if I apply, 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus of minus 2, I get 2. 6 minus 4, 2. Then minus 5 minus 1, I get minus 6. Next, R4 minus 2 R1, I get 2 minus 2 into 1, 0. Minus 5 minus 2 into minus 2. Minus 5 minus 2 into minus 2 is minus 5 plus 1 minus 5 plus 4, which is equal to minus 1. Next, 7 minus 2 into 4, I get minus 1. Then 5 minus 2 into 1. So 5 minus 2 into 1, I get 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. Now I apply R3 minus 2 R2 and R4 plus R2 here to this matrix. So A gets represented as 1 minus 2 for 1, 0, 1, 1 minus 3. Now the third and the fourth rows are going to get changed because of the application of this transformations, two transformations. So R3 minus 2 R2. So 0 minus 2 into 0, I get 0. 2 minus 2 into 1, I get 0. 2 minus 2 into 1, I get 0. Minus 6 minus 2 into minus 3. I get minus 6 plus 6, which is equal to 0. Again, R4 plus R2. Now I am adding, please be careful. 0 plus 0, 0. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. 1 plus minus 1, 0. Minus 3 plus 3, 0. So number of non-zero rows are only 2. So that's why number of non-zero rows is equal to 2. So the dimension of W is equal to 2. And hence X1 and X2 form a basis in W. So these are the problems. Other things we shall discuss in the next video. Thank you.